Hey, how are you doing? So I wanted to, thanks, Vance. I wanted to jump on. I've had some questions about how to do invoices and questions about changing things on invoices. So I thought it would be a good idea to just do a quick video and show you how to print your own invoices and how to make adjustments because they don't always come out how we expect them to. So I'm going to share my screen if I can remember how to do this because it's really been a long time. I'm not going to lie. Oh, share screen. That would be the button. There we go. Okay, so I've already logged into, yeah, there we go, to youravon.com. So you should be able to see that there, hopefully. Okay. So this is my homepage. Your homepage may look different, depends on how new you are. To print your invoices, the first thing you need to do is, well, what makes it simplest is when you enter your orders to submit them to Avon, if you put in your individual customers under my orders, if you put your individual customers in here and select their name and then put their orders in individually, they're all set. If you don't do that, it might be something you want to start doing. If you're going to print your own invoices, you can do each one from a blank invoice, but it's going to take you a lot more time. Super simple to do this. You just add a new customer, you put their name, you need at least their email or their phone number. I have a lot of Facebook customers, so I don't have an email or a phone number for them. I contact them on Facebook. That's how I get a hold of them. So I put a fake phone number in there just to let it go through, and I contact them how I'm going to contact them anyway. I guess I should show you this. So when you're done entering their info down at the bottom, it says add customer. You would just click that and it doesn't really do anything. So at first you're like, did this actually go through? It did. And when you come here, you can see that they're, if you start, I'm going to use Angie because she's, okay, well, we'll just use that. You can see that I have customers showing up there. Okay, so I'm not going to go into my name. We're going to pretend that you've already done that part and that's done. Super simple, easy way to enter all of your invoices. And then you also know, I don't know about you, but I have a lot of customers that say, you know what, Stacey, will you just order me that same lipstick you ordered for me last time? And it's been 6 months. I don't remember what lipstick every one of my customers ordered. So I can go back and I can look because I invoice them separately. So it saves me a lot of time and hassle that way too. So to print your invoices, you're going to go to your web office tab right here. And you're going to go to customer invoicing. Oh, how about that? An invoicing tool is where you're going to start, okay? And what's going to happen is you're going to come down here, you're going to see orders ready to invoice. Your most recent orders right here. We are going to do this shipped separate. It's just my books, so you won't see everybody's. But were there items missing from your order? That's the first thing you want to answer. If you have back orders, if you things that didn't come through, you're going to click yes. If there were not items missing, you're going to click no. I'm actually going to go into my order that I'm about to print. We're just going to go ahead. I know I have some items missing. I have a few things that didn't come through. Those darn outlets, they get me every time, but it happens. So then you can come through here and you can see each of the items that I ordered, and I can go through and I can say, okay, let me find something I know didn't come through, and then I can show you. So I had quite a few things that didn't come through. I don't know if it was that one. Sure. Now I can't find anything I was looking for. I zipped right through it. Oh, I don't remember. So we're just going to pretend. We're going to say my calendars didn't come through. They did, but that's okay. So you're just going to click yes, and then it's going to show up differently in your order. Oh, I just didn't mean to do that. So we're going to say, oh, yes, those calendars didn't come through. Okay. So you click all of the things that didn't make it in your order. They're back ordered or they're no longer available, and you're going to click continue. If you didn't have any back orders, yay, we love it when that happens. Then you can just click no on that first screen and it'll just take you right here. So here it's going to list Madison won both of their football games. So there you have a list of your customers. Typically I'm going to select all. I'm not going to do that right now because I'm not ready to invoice all of these. So I'm just going to show you. So I'm going to select my invoice, which has all of my goodies that I bought for the holiday stuff coming up. And I'm going to go ahead and we're going to go ahead. I'm trying to think of who would be a good one to put on, who wouldn't care that I put their stuff on here. I'm going to put Gracie's just because I know hers didn't come through anyway, so it doesn't matter. So I'm going to just do those two. Normally I would select all. Once you select the invoices you need or select all of them, you would just click create and edit invoices. I always do that first because there's always errors, okay? Well, I shouldn't say that. There's not always errors, but there's a lot of times that there's price adjustments. So when you click create and edit invoices, you can make those adjustments. And it brings you to this. It brings you to your first order. So Gracie's order didn't come through. That was one of them I was looking for. She's going to be so sad because this is her third watch she's tried to order. Poor girl. Those outlets, I'm telling you, they just snatch them up fast. So I can go in there like for hers and I'll just put it as missing and boom. It just automatically puts them down in items on back order and then I don't have to print it. I'm going to go ahead and put it back up there because maybe I made a mistake. So I switch it and just hit that received and it goes right back up. Okay. So let's say the price that they have here is wrong. Let's say it happened earlier with an A box. So we have A boxes that are $10, but the value of those are much more. So the value might have been $36. And so they charged the $36 as opposed to the $10 that they should have. It's super simple. You just go in here and you adjust the price and you say, okay, that should have been $5. And when you click update down here, it saves it for you. Super easy. Okay. I'm not going to do that and save it. I'm just going to let it go. If you say, okay, I have some helpers that bring me orders and I give them a discount on their personal order for bringing me orders and delivering them and helping me out and helping me build my business. So I give them a discount. So when you go into adjust percentages right here, you can adjust that. Maybe you give them a 10% discount. You can put that right there. And when you update it, you can see that it says, come on. Now the total is $8.99 instead of $9.99. So it adjusted it. Okay. Maybe the tax rate is wrong for whatever reason. There is a place to do that for all your invoices, but if for whatever reason one of them is not right, I've never had that happen, but if it happens, you can change that to the percent right there. I charge $1 service charge for all of my customers. Some people charge 75 cents. You may charge more if you have a distance to drive. You may deduct that if somebody comes and picks up their order. There's a lot of different options. So you can just go in there and edit those at any time as well. Sometimes I have one of these in stock. Let's just say this is a deodorant. They ordered 2. I have 1 in stock. I had to order 2. I can just change the quantity and right there and adjust that also. Let's say, okay, for example, let's say she ordered the watch, but she also ordered deodorant, but I already had the deodorant in stock. I can just hit add lines, come in here and fill in this part with whatever they needed. So I can put in my item number. I don't have an item number right now because I don't have a book in front of me. It'll automatically put in the product that's there. But let's say you have some things in stock that we don't sell anymore. Let's say by some freak chance I have a Rich Moisture Cream. We don't have it anymore. Somebody buys it. I wish I had them, but they don't. So I don't need a number. I can just type in Rich Moisture Cream. And then we can just put the quantity. We can put the price, regular price, $5. I don't remember what it is, and the sale price, $2.49. And we're not going to adjust it. And then again, and after you make any of these edits, you can go ahead and hit update and it's going to add it right to it, and you can see that it adjusted the total amount. So super, super easy. So I'm going to leave that alone. Once you're done making any changes you need to make, hit save and next. It brings up the next worksheet. Look at, there's my big long worksheet. We're going to pretend that's correct. We can delete that because they're not coming through. And we'll hit save and print. Now here we have, evidently those didn't come through either. So you can select which ones you want to print, all of them, some of them, and then click your print, and there you go, boom, you've printed your invoices, and they look really professional and really nice. The only other thing I'm going to show you really quick is we're going to go back to web office. And if you need to make changes on your invoice, I was talking about the sales tax. If your sales tax is not correct, if you want to change all of your, it defaults to 75-cent service charge. I charge $1. Between gas and running around and my time, I think $1 a person is not much to charge. So if you need to adjust that and you scroll down, you hit marketing tools, and personalization tool is what you're going to want to hit. And then when you go all the way over here to the right where it says customer invoicing, you can change those things. So right here, service charge, you see it defaults to 75 cents. I've changed it to $1. I don't recommend going real high. That's one of the selling points for me on Avon is we have a very low service charge. You order from any place else, you're paying $6, $7, $8 in shipping. And granted, they're shipping it directly to your house, but hey, I'm hand delivering it. That's worth more. See my face. No, I'm just kidding. Anyway, sales tax 6%. So we live in Michigan. That's what our sales tax is. If your sales tax is different, you can adjust that from there. Probably if you're a new rep, you probably need to adjust that the first time anyway. I'm not sure. It's been a really long time. You can choose how you want to present your invoice. You can display the campaign of each item. I don't do that because sometimes if I find a better deal, I back order it. They don't need to know all that. We just don't put the campaigns on there. They don't care. Display promotional information. So if they're getting a sale price, it tells the details of the sale. It just wastes my ink. You know, if you got a deal, it's good. I don't do that. That's just me. You can print it. That's fine. Display regular price information on the invoice. I do have the regular price because I like to show them that they're getting, especially if I find something on sale that they think they're going to pay regular price for, that shows up and it shows that I'm looking out for their best interest. So I do like to have that on there. Display multiple customer phone numbers. I do that because if I can't get a hold of them at one number, hopefully I can get a hold of them at the next. Display group name. I don't use my groups. I know I probably should. I just don't. So that is just a waste for me, so I don't mess with that. And display footer. Yes, I do display my footer, and I'll show you that down here. I have a personalized message. There are default messages right here. Just thank you for your order. Thanks, I appreciate your business. You deserve the best. Thanks for allowing me to serve you. Let me tell you what's new at Avon. Okay, so you can have those default messages come on. They're all fine and great. I put save money by opening an Avon account at startavon.com and using the reference code staceymitchell. I want people to join my team. So that's why I have that on there. And then I go through on my invoices and I figure out what their cost would be if they had become a new rep. So I deduct 40% because brand new representatives earn 40% across the board now. At the point of this video anyway, that can always change. So I go down and I say, and I just hand write on there, if you opened an Avon account, your order would have been X amount of dollars. And so they can, instead of however much it was. I don't usually put the instead of, it's right there. So I just put your order would have. It's recording. You are using the, I think it just freaked out on me. I don't know. We're going to keep going. Okay. So I was sharing my screen, but it unshared. So we're going to try to share it again. I don't know how this is going to turn out. We're going to find out. But anyway, what I was saying is on my invoices, once I print them, I hand write, if you opened an Avon account, your order would have cost you only this much. And I highlight it and I let them know that if they spent, $50 with me, they could have saved 20. They would have only had to pay 30 instead of 50. You might want to think about joining my team. So once you make any changes there, you hit save and you're all set. So that is it. It's pretty simple. Invoicing is super easy, way easier than handwriting them out. Although some people find the handwriting very therapeutic. So do your thing. It's all good. Okay. Hope you learned something. Hope you got something out of that. I am going to sign off and make sure this didn't completely freak out and you at least got the gist of what's happening here. Y'all have a fabulous, fabulous evening.